Episode 5 showcases the boss, Titan, dressing up his daughter and began walking her to school. On the way, people stared at them strangely as they stopped by a friend's place for some coffee. His daughter left with her friends as the boss assistant appeared, informing that they got a problem. Back in prison, the warden delivered meal to the inmates. Multia was in one of the cells, and as his meal was delivered to him, he thought of an idea to escape. It was kind of a suicide mission, so as he began multiplying, one of his copies stayed at the top to ensure his survival as they squeezed themselves through the prison cell, crushing every bone in their body. The prison cell burst open, so Multia made his way out and began duplicating himself, taking out the guards on the way to the exit. He reached the exit when one of the guards placed a device in his neck to prevent him from multiplying, and his duplicates were taken out. Kate met with her brother Multia to find out why he extended his sentence by trying to escape. They both discussed about their father who was ill when they were little, and also how Multia left her at a young age to go join the Order. Kate tried convincing him to stay away from the Order, but her words fell on deaf ears, making Kate angry as she left. In the morning, Debbie was preparing breakfast when Eve knocked on the door. It appeared she had been in bed all night, but pretended to have just arrived. Oliver told on them as Mark kicked him, trying to get him to be quiet. Mark discussed with his mom how he would like to get a new apartment from now on for him and Eve. His mom loved having them around but agreed since they were adults now. Oliver was sad because it will be lonely for him, but Mark cheered him, saying he can always fly to meet him. Mark and Eve sat at the rooftop as they began mapping out plans on how and when to get an apartment. They didn't have the funds for it, so Mark decided to get a job. Lou, the leader of the Order, met with Titan to find out why he hasn't broken out Multia from jail, as the boss informed him that the team they assembled failed, and they won't be able to rescue him for now as security is tightened, and they even got a superhero to prevent that from happening. Lou threatened him with his daughter as he rushed home to see if his daughter was okay. His daughter happened to be fine, but she informed him that an old man, which was Lou, paid her a visit in school, so he told his daughter to stay with her mom from now on. Isotope informed Titan that Lou did to see if he was someone that can be controlled and pushed around by the Order. Mark and Eve were having a good time that night when Debbie came around informing Mark that Oliver was gone, so Mark and Eve flew around and spotted him playing around with some friends. They were glad that Oliver was able to make real friends. Some bullies came around and confronts them, making Mark scared because he knew what Oliver was capable of, but Oliver handled it like a champ as he pulled the bullies' pants off, scaring them away. Titan paid a visit to Machine Head in the cell, as Machine Head still felt pretty betrayed by him. He told Machine Head of the Order and how they wanted him to break Multia from prison. Machine Head laughed as he informed him that there was no way around it, that either he breaks out Multia or suffer the consequences. Mark spoke with his mom about Oliver, stating how he had made real friends who didn't judge him for his looks, and also how he was able to handle the bully situation. They were still at it when Mark got an emergency text and flew to the location. Titan happened to be causing slight havoc when Mark arrived. It appears Titan was just doing this to get Mark attention. Mark didn't want to be used by him again, but Titan informed Mark that many lives were at stake. They flew to Outpost, which was now looking more decent. Since Titan took over, there was no longer murders, and people could move around freely. Titan informed Mark about the Order and how they wanted him to do their bidding by freeing Multia, but Mark wasn't willing to listen and decides to arrest him, but Titan was able to escape and made his way out of Mark's sight. Mark thought about whether he had made the right choice by not helping Titan, so Eve comforted him, stating that Titan was a criminal who belonged in jail. Lou paid a visit to Titan as his time was up, and he didn't rescue Multia. Titan ordered Isotope to attack him, but it was suicide, so Isotope sided with Lou according to plan as a large dragon emerges from his body and attacks Titan. Titan was unable to stand the attack as the dragon blasted him out of the glass, and he fell off. Isotope lied to them that Titan was dead, so the dragon informed his bodyguard to watch his body while he goes to rescue Multia himself. The dragon began causing havoc in the prison, and Mark was informed about this. Mark soon realized Titan was right and suits up as he and Eve began making their way there. It was a mess as the dragon attack brought down all the force field, freeing Machine Head, Multia, and the others from prison, so Mark decides to take on the dragon, while Eve decides to recapture escaped prisoners. It was a tough fight as Mark's punch seemed not to have any effect on the dragon. Meanwhile, Multia made his way out and snaps the device restraining him before encountering Eve. Multia duplicates himself and tried escaping, but Eve took out his duplicates and was able to bind him to a cell. Well, it turns out Multia hid a duplicate somewhere, and he was free again. Meanwhile, Machine Head made his way to where Lou's body was, and Isotope takes out Lou's bodyguard, making him fall to his death. Lou was about finishing Mark off when Machine Head shot Lou's body, and the dragon was eliminated. Titan thanks Mark for indirectly helping him and escaped with Isotope before Mark captures him. Mark spoke with Eve as was feeling used again, but Eve comforted him, saying if they didn't get involved, the dragon would have claimed a lot of life. They also decided to not get an apartment again for now, and take things slow as Mark told his mom about it. Machine Head took Lou's position as the leader of the Order when Titan came around and struck a deal with him, but Machine Head warns that if Titan double-crosses him again, he is going to take out his family in the most brutal fashion. Meanwhile, Lu's bodyguard survived the fall as he brought out his soul in the form of a dragon and embedded it into Lu's body. Stay tuned for more episodes of Invincibles on its mythical, and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more mind-blowing recaps like this. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.